We are going live right now, episode 170, to talk about the winners and losers of Comic Con, the trailer for Blonde and Pinocchio, and so much more news. Tune in for this episode of The Councilmen.
Welcome back to another episode of the Councilman. This will be our 70th
Exactly.
episode. I almost say 175th for some reason. Yeah, our 170th episode. We got the three of us, Albert, Kelvin, and Teguh. Ariq is out there. He forgot that there's a show today, and he went ahead and watched a movie, like a premiere or something.
I wonder what film. I wonder what film is watching because the only
I know,
premiere
right? He never mentioned.
See, here's the thing. The only premiere I can think of in theaters right now, at least in America, I don't know in Indonesia, is the DC League of Super Pets. So unless he skip the show to watch DC League of Super Pets, then I have questions for him.
Okay, here. Let me look. He's obviously watching an Aeon, right?
Oh, you're checking. You're checking. Okay.
He's obviously watching an Aeon, so let's see what is now playing.
Unless Bullet Train already play in Indonesia. But anyway, while you're checking, yeah, we got a show here today, folks. We got lots of stuff to talk about. Gonna talk about the trailer for Blonde and Pinocchio, the winners and losers of Comic Con. We're gonna talk about the surprise reveal that Ben Affleck's gonna be in Aquaman 2. So yeah, gonna talk all of those. But before we get to all of those, thank you if you're watching live right now on the Jump Movies YouTube channel. Thank you if you're not and you're listening on the playback. Welcome back. We are a movie show. At least we try to be. But yeah, follow us on social media at Councilmen Show. Follow us everywhere on the podcast feed called The Councilmen, and to keep track on all of our ongoings and whatnot. We go live every Saturday at 10:30 Eastern AM. So yeah, Calvin, as you found out.
All right. After extensive research, I have pinpointed that Ariq is watching an Indonesian movie titled Pengabdi Setan 2: Communion, directed by Joko Anwar.
Oh,
Yes.
But I've heard that name
Uh,
somewhere.
yeah. No, I just checked. Yeah, the release date for that movie is today. So yeah, I am 100% sure that Ariq's watching that.
okay.
Yes. Yeah. That's true. Like Katie Lynch mentioned, it's either this Pengabdi Setan to Communion or Super Pets, and
I
I
swear,
do.
if he skipped the show to watch Super Pets, I'm gonna have a word with him.
Yeah, there are only two choices: either Pengabdi Setan or DC League of Super Pets. I don't know, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Knowing Ariq, probably Super Pets, right? Why not?
Possibly.
All right, yeah. So I guess we should just get started, I guess, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, yeah. Let's start off with our weekly watchies. All right. Yeah. So Teguh, oh yeah, in the chat, if you chime in, what you watch this week and what's your thoughts on the movies we watch? Yeah. All right. Teguh, why don't
I
you start
watched
us
two
off?
movies.
Whoa.
Do you want to know the older one or the newer one first?
Let's
Oh,
go with. Okay, I was about to say the other way around, but let's go with Olden.
okay.
Older?
Older.
Okay.
Yeah.
The older one
How
is the
old
one I
is
watched
it?
more recently. What was the title?
I already forgot
Yeah.
the title. You just watched
Yeah.
it recently.
I need to be sure because I'm pretty sure the title was Cellular, but that was in Japanese. It might be different. Yeah,
Ah.
no, it's Cellular. Okay.
Cellular.
I'm just thinking Wall Street.
Cellular.
Oh.
It's 2004, starring young Chris Evans.
Oh, young Chris Evans.
Yeah,
Cellular. All right.
cellular.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about a
Cells.
woman, Kim Basinger,
Okay.
who got kidnapped by Jason Statham,
Hmm.
and she like it's
What happened?
complicated, but she got a phone, kind of, and then she made like a random call, and it went to Chris Evans, and then it's like, please help me, I'm kidnapped, and then the rest of the movie is just dealing with that. That
Yeah,
was
here
actually it's pretty
an
fun.
abducted woman's fortuitous phone call sends Ryan, Chris Evans, that's Chris Evans, on a wild goose chase across the city with limited clues and a mobile phone with a low battery. Oh, okay. Suspense is high. To
The
try
giant
and
thing.
save the woman and her family. I know, man. 2004 low battery. That's no joke. There's no. I don't think there's power bank then.
Dude, it was on like a Nokia, man. It said
Oh,
Nokia, and
wow.
like you know it's old. You know it's old. It's like I mean, yeah, no, Umbrella movie says it's like kind of mid. It is. If I was watching this in 2004, it would have been very mid. But since I'm watching this in 2022, I don't know, man. It was just entertaining to see like how amazed by technology they were. Like literally, like what
That's what your
five
name. That's what your
minutes?
name is.
Yeah, so 5 minutes into the movie, it's like Chris Evans' like friend like was like, dude, technology is amazing. I'm recording girls at the beach in their bikinis on this phone. I'm sending this to my email and making my screensaver. I'm like, bruh.
Whoa. No, it's like it's like the thing I see quite a lot on the Reddit sometimes saying like it's crazy like it goes something like it's crazy back then that if you want to see a raccoon, a picture of a raccoon, you either have to, see it in person or go to the library or you already have that picture of a raccoon. If you want to see a picture of a raccoon wearing a hat, that's not happening. There's the same energy.
Yeah. Um. What else? Yeah, yeah. No, I don't like. It's funny. Like Kelvin. The suspense. Yeah, is not only low battery. Yeah,
Ooh,
it's like
okay.
going up to the fourth floor, losing signal.
Oh, oh, that's a big problem. That's a
Was
big
about to
problem.
drive
Oh
into
my
a
god.
tunnel. I was like, oh no, it's a tunnel. Stop! I'll lose signal.
Sometimes that still happens. That still happens,
Yeah,
man.
that still happens in long
That
tunnels.
still
Yeah,
happens.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
No, oh,
Like,
and like he was on the phone, and then the line crossed with another person. So like four people were in a call at the same time.
dude, just like
Like,
Ghostbusters say, don't cross the beams. Don't do
yeah,
it,
no, they
man.
crossed the phone
The
line.
streams. Did you say the beams? It's the streams.
Is it the streams? Oh.
Yeah, don't cross the phone streams.
Yeah, don't, man, don't.
Yeah.
They didn't watch Ghostbusters,
Um.
man.
That
Yeah.
was it was okay. It was a fun watch. It was better than what I was about to watch.
How
Um.
how much you rate this one?
Yeah, I'd give it a 3 out of 5, I guess.
A 3 out of 5. All right, that's not so bad.
Yeah, yeah, it's
That's
it's
yeah,
Hmm.
okay.
mid.
It's a bit above
That's
mid,
mid.
you know.
Mid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Mhm.
like that now. Literally, our we use the word mid as like the definition of average. What has the world become?
Well, it's median, and I'm not about to say mead, so.
Okay. You're right. You're right. All right.
All
um.
right. What's the other movie you watch, Hugo?
Wait, before this, I should mention a not so honorable mention of a movie I was going to watch. It was a Netflix
Okay.
movie. I think it's an original at least. Interceptor. Yeah, I
Oh,
was like 5 minutes in. The
what
premise
happened?
is, if I'm mistaken, it's something about like military action, my kind of thing. It had Elsa Pataki, so I was like, oh okay. Um,
Oh, Hemsworth's wife.
yeah, and then but then like 5 minutes in, the even though there was Pataki there, like the acting was a bit stiff. Like one character was really cringe like 2 minutes in, and the lip sync was like barely off, like probably like 0.3 seconds off. So like
Hmm.
like you can if you
That's the
hear and
worst.
see it, it looks like there's nothing wrong, but it feels like something's wrong.
Yeah,
You
that's
This
the
know?
worst. I'd rather have it out of sync completely than having it
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not the same, but it reminds me of when I try to watch The Raid in English because that's the only version available on HBO Max, and it's disgusting. It's so bad. Uh,
Yeah. I couldn't
Yeah.
take it, so I
the
ended up
wor-
watching cellular instead.
you know what the worst part of the HBO Max The Raid in English is? If you go, there's the option for subtitles, right? And like
Mhm.
Okay.
there's options of subtitles and the actual audio, and then it says English in bracket original. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, 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 hey! HBO Max, what's up with that? Fix it now.
Get your
Fix
shit
it.
right. Yeah.
This is why nobody wants your service. Do people want their service?
Yeah, they
Not
do.
too
It's
sure
one.
on this.
It's one of the best
Oh,
ones.
damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, there goes Kelvin's point. But thank you, Fred. I will continue to not watch it. But the movie I did watch, which was actually quite enjoyable, the newer one was Gray Man,
Nice.
Ah,
and
Okay.
it's can I say it's very mid as well? No, it's I liked it. I feel like the premise is nothing new. Like big bad, like corrupt CIA, blah 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 blah. Agents like murder each other, blah blah. Like that kind of thing. But the reason
Yeah.
why I liked it more than usual, I guess, is because those kinds of movies they tend to like focus on like the big conspiracy behind it, like oh the CIA is actually behind all of this and blah blah blah. But this is like, oh yeah, no, that's happening. Now watch Gosling and Evans fight. you know?
Got the pretty boys fighting. I don't know what to
Yeah.
tell you.
I just realized that means that this week I watched two Evans
yeah.
movies. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Evans week.
But yeah, no, I like yeah,
Evans.
it was fun watching like Evans be a psycho no not a psychopath, sociopath, um instead of a goody two shoes. And yeah, the dynamic between the two was, it's not like
Mid.
what's his name? What's his name? Ah,
Who?
What?
Evans, Gosling,
Evans,
Ana de
Gosling?
no,
Armas.
no, no,
The
no, no,
character
no.
name.
It's not like Reynolds. It's not like Ryan Reynolds level of comedy and like, you
Oh,
know, like character interactions. But it was pretty good. Like just those
Okay.
two like interacting, and it it's right up my alley. So
yeah.
I heard the
that
action
was
is great
that was
in that
fun.
one.
Oh, the action was really good.
I
Yeah.
yeah, I saw this
Yeah.
last week too, and I talked about it on the show, so I don't want to get too much into it. But yeah, I agree with you. I think Evans was a lot of fun to watch. It was like the best part of the film.
Hmm.
And apparently, this is Netflix's most expensive movie ever. I believe the budget was like over 200 million or something.
They went
Really.
practical with all the effects, like Mad
They
Max.
their set pieces are kind of nuts in the film. And Teguh
Yeah.
can
No,
Oh,
it's
back me
really
up.
good.
The
oh, they
action
use
set
set
pieces,
pieces. Damn.
yeah, 200 million budget is the biggest Netflix
Ooh.
ever. Um, and I watching the film, I'm sort of both mixed of like, I guess that justify the budget, but at the same time also not really, because like I don't know, it's like that's like a lot, especially for Netflix. But yeah,
Man, they believe in the Evans Gosling combo.
they believe in the Russos more than anything, I think.
Oh,
Hmm.
that's true. Oh, the Russos directed this.
Yeah.
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 Oh, okay, yeah. I still find it so funny that the Russo brothers directed Community episodes, then they turn into this.
From how many, I don't know what the budget for Community is, and now this.
Yeah. I still find it so funny thinking back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Bert, go about the Gray Man?
No.
No, we're good.
I
No?
just
I
found
already
it
said my
fun.
stuff last week. Yeah.
Alright, well,
What?
what's your rating go for this?
Ooh, I'd give this one.
Say it's
Can I
kind
give
of mid.
0.75s?
What?
I don't think so.
Not on Letterbox, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
Gonna be
Either a
rounded up
4
to.
or a 3, I guess.
it's
Or
either a 4 or
3.5.
3.5. Yeah. I don't, because I feel like it doesn't deserve a 3.5, but it doesn't deserve a 4 either. So
Flip a coin. Flip a coin.
Here, I gave it a 3.5 last week. If you want to give it a 4, then that sort of even that that.
that does even it out. I'll flip a coin.
Oh, okay.
It's a
That
3.5.
Okay,
that looks like a
3.5.
bad flip.
It was a bad flip. It was a very bad flip, but it landed anyway, and it's a 3.5.
There you go, great man. 3.5.
All right.
It look dude, from this screen it doesn't even look like the coin flipped.
It kind of like did half a flip, landed on the side, and then like like
Uh,
flattened out. So I'm like, oh okay, 3.5.
you would make a bad Two-Face.
Okay.
Oh my
And
god.
that's why I'd be a great Two-Face.
Do the virtual coin flip that's on
No,
Google. Or...
dude, yeah, I'd be the
She loves his
best.
coins. He's the...
I'd be the best worst Two-Face ever.
Oh no. Oh,
It's like if you flip this coin, you either die or you live. It's always gonna die because you can't flip it.
No, like yeah, my flip is gonna be like either it doesn't flip or like it goes behind me and I lose it.
Oh no.
There
Naruto
to
the
the
man.
man in the comments. Teguh, my man, that was a pathetic flip.
Teguh getting roasted out here.
Hey, man.
Teguh, you know what? You know what?
The-
You get a redemption here. Go flip it again. Teguh.
No, I mean, like the last time I flipped a coin, I was in grade 6, and that didn't go very well. The coin fell down 3 floors.
And since then, Teguh has never flipped a coin again until today.
And it did half a flip.
Well, Teguh's obviously out of practice. Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Okay. I'll say mine, I guess, for this weekly watchies. Yeah, I watched 3 movies this week.
Okay.
I did not continue my horror week. However, one of the movies I watched is technically not horror, but it should be classified in horror.
Cat in a hat.
Now,
Oh.
I watched the 2020 movie with a whopping 8% on Rotten Tomatoes, Artemis Fall.
Oh, you watched that piece of shit.
Wait. I need to refresh my memory. What is this?
This is another episode of I could have watched Harry Potter,
Oh
but
god,
instead
this
I watched
one.
Artemis Fall.
It's a Kenneth
There.
Branagh.
Oh no.
Yeah, I watched Artemis Fall this week. My god, it's bad. Like I seen IMDb give it a 4.2. I think you add 4 by accident there. It's just a 0.2.
0.2.
Like this movie, man, is such a mess. Um, it's
Oh,
such
it's
a
Disney.
mess. All the it's based on a book, I think, as well.
A
Right?
book, yeah. A book series, too, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. It's like, how did Colin Farrell get roped into this? God damn it. And Judy Dench as well. My God.
Oh
I
no,
guess-
wait, there's Josh Gad.
Yep, Judy Dench.
Yeah.
Josh Gad plays like this small dwarf creature that can open its mouth really wide or something like that.
The fuck is all even the good? It's so bad. And then like you get to see, I don't know, some I would say it's kind of like a cheap elf outfit. Yeah, no, I don't like the elf outfit. The Josh Gad character is just so weird, and then we got the the best part about the movie, which is still very bad, is the butler, the movie butler. That guy is just something.
Something.
I don't know what else to say about him. Yeah,
Mm.
it's this movie is just so bad. The main kid, the Artemis Fall Junior, I guess, he kind of looked like if you were to minimize Andrew Garfield. I don't know why.
Okay.
like in a
Interesting take.
movie at least. Like in a movie, when I see it, I'm like, kind of looks like Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
Yeah. There's that. I guess if you want to ever see maybe a young Andrew Garfield. So yeah, Artemis Fall. Yeah, it's bad. Like Front movie says, it's a travesty of a movie. Yep. All right, yeah. I watched that, and then I watched another kids movie. A Netflix original this time. The Seabees. It just came out as well, I think, on July 1st. Yeah, yeah. The Seabees. It's really cool. Yeah. Oh wait, by the way, yeah. I forgot. Artemis Fall. Yeah, that's like a point 0.5, 0.5. It's bad.
That might be our is that might be our lowest one
I don't know.
in
Like, you
Councilman
know what?
reviews.
Maybe I just won't rate it.
No, rate it. Why not?
No, as in my.
I'm gonna fact check now if that is our lowest rating ever.
It's just
That is officially our lowest rating ever. So
deservedly so, you know.
you wanna know
Deservedly
something fun? The
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the six bottom lowest rated letterbox ratings for us are all from you, Kelvin. All horror
Oh.
films that are like from you.
Damn, Kelvin being critical.
Actually,
Hey man,
I don't remember. Choose or die might be your. I don't
choose
remember.
or die is me.
Okay, so yeah, there you go.
And yeah,
Bottom six
like
are you?
I think I mentioned it last episode. Bad horror movies becoming a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah,
Anyway,
that's half a point for Artemis Fowl. Yeah. Then, like I mentioned, I watched the CVs. Honestly, a pretty good movie, I think. Um, Follows like a young girl stowed away on the ship of a legendary sea monster hunter, turning his life upside down as they venture into uncharted waters. Um, yeah, the story itself is pretty basic, I suppose. You know, nothing interesting there.
who's in it?
But I do like when they I guess go underwater. The visuals looks pretty cool. I quite like the visuals whenever they go underwater, which surprisingly did not happen often. You know, considering it's called the sea beast and it takes mostly um where everything mostly happens on in the sea. They kind of like went underwater, swim around it probably like 5 times in that 2 hour runtime. Yeah.
Oh,
What?
this is an animated film. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, it is animated. Yeah.
gotcha.
Uh, yeah, pretty much that. And then the character design is pretty. I like I like the ship, the inevitable. It looks cool. I like the ship. I like the captain. Um, yeah, and then basically this movie is kids learn government propaganda. That's the
What?
movie. Like don't get distracted by the synopsis they give in the on
Interesting.
by Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Okay.
movie is kids figure out government propaganda. That's that. Yeah, very much that. For the CVs, I would, you know, if just want something to watch, something very fun and easy to watch, not very fun, quite fun and
Quite
interesting
fun.
to watch. Yeah, I would suggest the CVs. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The only knock I have about it is I just not really a fan of the like they have potential on the sea monster design, but they kind of go the very um generic way about it. I guess a generic I want to say Pixar monster way kind of thing. Yeah,
Okay.
not a fan of that too much, but yeah, the whole movie itself is pretty cool.
What studio is this?
I don't know
I'm
actually.
fact checking, so you don't have to worry.
All right, yeah. So yeah, that's the Sea Beast, and I would give it. Yeah, I would give it a nice 3.5. Why not? Yeah, a 3.5 for the Sea Beast.
3.5.
Yeah, there's that. And lastly, I watched a movie that came out this year. Um, and yeah, we talked about it as well before the trailer. Duel with Karen Gillan.
Hey, I also watched that film. We can talk about this together.
Hey, we go, yeah, 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 yeah,
All
nice,
right.
yeah.
Nice.
What's Duel? Yeah. Wait for that. Mr.
That
Google.
was unexpected, unplanned. We'll both watch it together.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't planned at all. Yeah. Duel. Yeah. So Albert, let's talk about it. I guess.
Yeah.
You know, as I was
So,
watching it, I don't know
so
why.
here,
What is
real
it?
quick. So this is the premise of the film, in case anyone doesn't know. So basically, Karen Gillan plays this person who is supposedly dying. She was told that she's gonna die. There's no chance of survival. And in this world, there is a process called, what is it, cloning? Yeah, there's a process of cloning where you can create a clone who will then take over your life after you die, so that your loved ones will not miss you and they'll be like okay that there is someone, basically. So that is a premise. That's a very interesting concept, right?
Hmm.
But then it turns out that she found out that she's not gonna die after all. She's gonna survive. But
Yep.
now there's two of them running around, so they have to fight to the death because only one can exist.
They
So
gotta
because yeah,
duel to the death.
yep. So yeah.
Get it?
Anyway, Kelvin,
Like.
go. Kelvin, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. The premise of the movie is interesting. Like Albert just described. Um. he- I don't know. That's the thing, right? Watching the trailer, I thought this is going to be quite like quite energetic movie with like you know actions here and there, good training. I thought it was going to be an energetic movie kind of thing, and then also knowing Karen Gillan as well. And the last movie I watched her in was like that the bubble thing, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, he was like energetic type of person, things like that. I wasn't really expecting Duo to be pretty is mellow the right word?
Um, I guess I don't know. That's the thing, right? Because they decided for some reason, which I think this is one of the weakest part of the film, to make Karen Gillan's character super monotone. Like
Yes,
all her line delivery is like, "Oh yeah, I guess I'm dying, but I don't know. I'm gonna make a clone, I guess. Oh, I have to fight the clone. Oh, all right. I guess I'll fight the clone." Like literally, I don't know. Like she have no expression in her voice, and that's a choice clearly from the director, and
hmm,
it makes the film. It makes it kind of dull. Like
yeah. Like I feel like they could have just let Karen Gillan shows more expression, like how she usually is, and that would mm, give the movie a bit more life. Yeah.
yeah,
Uh.
yeah, again, like I really think the premise is interesting, and I sort of saw that I sort of, well, I the fighting to the death is not a twist because that is like literally
It's in the
in the
trailer, I
this
think.
premise is a
Yeah.
premise of the film. The twist of the very end,
Mm.
that you know what I'm talking about. The twist at the very end about like the actual duel part. I sort of saw it coming. Like I was like, okay, this is gonna happen, but like when it
Yeah.
happened, like I don't care for it because the characters are just so
Agree.
lifeless. They're
Agree.
literally
Agree.
lifeless. So I'm like, why should I care? Um,
It's like yeah,
yeah,
like Albert is saying, like by the end of the movie, when yeah, it happens, you just kind of like it. Yeah, it's just so undeserved kind of thing. If you're supposed to care for it, what's the name? Yeah, it's just so undeserved.
mhm.
Yeah, you just kind of like watch something happen, and that's about it. No connection, no whatsoever. And there's like, I think some people interpret it different way. The ending, I have my yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, it feels cold. It
yeah,
feels distant in a way.
mm-hmm,
But yeah,
mm-hmm. Doesn't help. Yeah, if the movie is like the whole way is just monotone and everything, that
yeah,
yeah, doesn't help.
yeah.
Yeah,
I gave it 3 out of 5.
good 3 out of 5. Yeah, I was on the same boat. Giving it, but yeah, 3.5. I don't know. 3 or 3.5. You know what? I kind of like the twist at the end, so I'll give it a 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 for
Yeah,
you, 3 out of 5 for me. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. All right then.
that is
So yeah,
dual for
that's
us.
Duel, and also Naruto the Man. Is that Tagu's niece? Well,
Well, let's find
you
out.
know, let's find out.
It
Tagu,
might.
is that your niece?
I'm gonna leave it a secret, perhaps.
What
Oh,
else could it be?
there could be a second man.
Someone else's niece?
Yeah, could be someone else's niece.
Oh
You
wow.
know,
Okay.
maybe next episode we'll get Teguh's right knee reveal. We only get his left knee today.
Perhaps.
It's like what's the name that Yu-Gi-Oh card, the Exodus. We already got the head and the chest, I guess. Now we need the both legs.
Oh my god.
Soon we'll get like I don't know the midriff.
What?
All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
anyway.
All right, Albert.
So yeah, I watch a couple of films. I'll go through some of them quite fast. I watched Fresh, which I think Calvin watched too a while ago.
Yeah,
Uh,
that cannibal movie.
yeah, I kind of like it. I thought it was I knew it was cannibalistic because of what everyone said, so I sort of knew that coming. But it's still a fun kind of film. And I thought the performances from Sebastian Stan and Daisy Edgar Jones was actually really good, especially Daisy Edgar Jones. I think she did a fantastic job. I've never seen her before, but I want to see her do more stuff now with this. Both like the sense of the horror vibes, yet there is a romance, melancholic tendency in the whole thing. I thought was kind of a good blend of it. And yeah, I just pretty much enjoy the whole film and the directing and everything. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterbox, which I believe is half star higher than you, right? I think because
I
you
think
gave it
so.
you gave it 3, you gave it like a and a
How much did
half.
I give it?
Gave
How
it you,
much did I
okay.
give it?
I'm checking it right now. You gave it 3.5.
3.5.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so
Three and a half.
I like it. That was my first watch. My second watch is I believe it's in someone's draft. Not I believe. I know it's in someone's draft. I forgot who did. I watched The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. So
Oh,
that's Ariq. That's
nice.
Ariq's draft. None of you have watched this one, right?
No, I haven't. I really want to though. I really want to.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
the premise is basically Nicolas Cage playing himself, and his career is basically like going down, and so he decides to go to this birthday party of of a person that's willing to pay him lots of money because Nicolas Cage is like, fine, I'll go to this party for this super fan. And turns out in the middle of the whole thing, there is a whole like cartel mafia kind of thing and involving with the CIA. So Nicolas Cage is in the middle of this whole thing. So it's a satire comedy, and then it become a very interesting action flick at the very end because of the whole mafia thing and CIA thing. And I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. Nicolas Cage playing himself is great, and the fact that there are lots of self-deprecating humor and that Nicolas Cage are willing to go all in on it is great. Pedro Pascal playing the superfan is fantastic. I really like both of their dynamics together, Pedro Pascal and Nicolas Cage. I could just watch them. I could just watch them interact all day without an actual plot. I can just watch them do it. It's because their chemistry and everything is pretty freaking great. And yeah, it's just a super fun time. I very much enjoyed it. I gave it 4.5 out of 5.
All
So
right, all right.
yeah, that is that. I highly recommend it. I think you guys will enjoy it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I get the chance, I would want to watch that though. Yeah. Yeah. Do
All
you have
right.
another one?
Yes. So I don't know if I should. You know what? I'll save this for later. But
What?
my
Okay.
it's a Tangled and Beauty and the Beast discussion because I did watch
Oh,
them both
okay,
of them.
okay,
I
yeah,
did I
sure.
did watch both of them as well. Let's save it for the end of the show. Why not? Um,
Yeah, yeah, sure.
so
So I guess.
I have one more. I have
Oh,
one more
there's
film.
more.
This is my favorite film of the week. So my favorite film of the week is the one from I watched it yesterday, and it's also a Hulu original. Same like Fresh. It's called Not Okay. Do you guys know about this one?
I think I heard of it. I think I've ever heard
So
of this.
so this hold on. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay. So basically, the premise of this one is Zoe Deutsch plays the main character named Danny, and she is desperate for attention and fame. And so she decides to fake a trip to Paris, posting it on social media. Hey guys, I'm in Paris, blah blah blah. I'm on a retreat, trying to get attention and fame. And while she's faking it, even though she's clearly doing it from her bedroom with Photoshop and everything, turns out there is a bombing in Paris. And so she's like,
Yeah,
"Oh
yeah.
fuck,
What in Paris?
a
She's what
bombing,
in Paris?
a
Oh,
terrorist
okay.
attack, a bombing in Paris." And she's like, "Oh fuck," but she decided to keep on with the lie anyway.
Oh,
So, and you sort of know that things are not gonna go well for her because she decides to go on the lie. It's gonna people are gonna find out and everything, which is actually revealed. The first scene of the film is actually a flash forward of how her life is like total shit because she got caught in the act. So the whole film is just watching the slow train wreck happening of her keeping up the lie, of her going through like sort of guilt of being like, oh, I'm a survivor kind of thing in the social media, even though she clearly wasn't. And the most interesting part of it is that she befriend this young woman named this young woman played by Mia Isaac. I forgot the character name. It's yeah, I forget the character name, but basically, um, Mia Isaac plays this young woman who is an actual survivor of a school shooting. So she's like
the
an actual like
character is Rowan.
Rowan. There you go. So yeah, she's like an activist, an actual survivor of a school shooting. So she doesn't know that Zoe Deutsch's character is faking it, but Zoe Deutsch is still making it. So there's this dynamic of how the character approach themselves into the social media world and everything. So the parallel was the best part of it, and I thought Zoe Deutsch played a fantastic performance just her acting because she on paper this is a very like annoying character, a very privileged character, but her performance makes it sort of like, God damn it, that is such a privileged shit to be sad about. But I feel bad for her about it because of how she portrays it and everything. But yeah, I really enjoyed this film. Just watching the story evolve and everything, and the whole thing. I really highly recommend it. I like this film a lot. Um, so yeah, that
All
is
right.
not okay. Four out of five stars as well.
So you're saying not okay is okay?
Not okay is very okay.
Damn. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah. So that's what weekly watches. You're going to save the two Disney that I would watch for later. There's
Mhm.
something, an add-on to it, I guess, a discussion
Yeah.
sort of. So yeah. All right. Now let's move on to the news and trailers. The first one. Let's talk about the movie that is in one. In I think it's an Ariq Blonde
Yes, it
trailer
is.
dropped. Yes. He's not here right now though to talk about this trailer. So yeah, Albert, what you think of this, of the Blonde trailer?
I like the trailer. I like the trailer. Okay. Um, I thought visually it's interesting. I think they're gonna. I guess they're gonna. Well, not fully black and white. I don't exactly remember what if the whole trailer was black and white or not. I watched it like 2 days ago. Um, but I think visual is going to be good. Wasn't really expecting this. They're good. They're going really. I guess the NC-17, right? So they're going really dark with this shit. With this story, it seems like Marilyn Monroe's. We're really exploring the darkness of Marilyn Monroe and everything, of like how she is a sex icon, and how she is like everyone just sees her as that one thing, and she's like, I'm a person too, kind of thing. So I think there's going to be an interesting exploration of it. I was kind of surprised by the tones of it because I guess I don't really had
I don't
a
think we
initial
know much.
expectation. Yeah.
We know
Um,
much either.
yeah. And yeah, I think I'm definitely interested to see this a lot. I think she nails the look. I think Anna de Armas nails the look for Marilyn Monroe. Her accent, though, Anna de accent is pretty strong in that trailer, and that's sort of like that threw me off a little bit because like Yeah, that's not Maryland doesn't have an accent. But aside from
You
that,
you don't know that.
I've seen
You don't
Marilyn
know
Monroe.
that.
I've seen
Maybe she
Marilyn
is.
Monroe's film, Kelvin.
Yeah, but what if she's just acting in that? Hmm?
Okay, fair, but no, I'm pretty sure she doesn't. I'm pretty sure she doesn't have an accent. But aside from that, the trailer looks striking. That's for sure. What you guys think?
Yeah, the first thing I noticed is the what you call that? The aspect ratio thing. They kind of do the
Ah,
same thing with Zack Snyder, Justice League. Making it. I don't know what it is, but not the widescreen ones. So yeah,
yeah.
they're doing that. Oh God. Yeah.
What?
No, the
What happened?
no, I opened the trailer. The music was so loud just now.
Oh,
Yeah, but yeah, again, definitely. I'm quite interested in watching this. Not something that I would watch first thing whenever it comes out. It's just the like I said, like this kind of movies is like if you don't know much about the character, about the character, I guess, Marilyn Monroe, things
mhm,
like that. You don't know much of the history. It is more interesting because you kind of like you don't know what's gonna happen. And yeah, I like the exploring, I guess, mental side of it, of how she's dealing with it and everything. So yeah, that's
mhm.
definitely cool, I guess. Yeah, and Anna de Armas just looks good, I guess, in every in whatever dress she's wearing. Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the only reason Arik drafted this film.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he just wants to see Ana de Armas in the dress doing that Marilyn Monroe with the win
Fun
up
fact:
skirt thing.
I've seen that is because that is from a film. I've seen that film. It's called The 7 Year Itch. It's okay. It's a fine film. But yeah, it's famous just for that
Yeah.
scene.
All right. All right. All right. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, pretty much that. How about you two for blonde?
I don't know. Like, it seems like it's going to be, yeah, like as you guys said, like pretty dark might be too strong of a word, but yeah. I don't know. Like it's I feel like this is gonna be one of those movies that's like critically going to be very good, but as to whether I enjoy it, I don't know because these kinds of movies don't tend to be my type of movie.
Mm,
Plus, I never really followed Marilyn Monroe to begin with, so I don't have any of
same.
the like I don't know what to expect. I mean, as much as maybe like Albert or like the chat, I guess. But it does look good. I will admit it does look good, and at the very least, I believe it'll be critically very good. So, yeah.
Yeah. But I think Eric's draft again, looking pretty damn strong
Mm-hmm.
with this one. I mean, Gu, it's like even if it's not your type of movies, we watch House of Gucci. It's that thing's pretty fun.
Yeah, that was
The
pretty fun.
same
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same
So,
same documentary kind of thing.
yeah, that
Could
is
be that
true.
as well.
I don't think this is gonna be
Yeah,
this. I don't think this is
it's
gonna be
not
the
gonna.
same. I think this is
Hey, hey,
gonna be.
hey!
I think this is gonna be a character study. I don't think we're gonna get too much. I think this is gonna be closer to the Princess Diana film from last year, Spencer, of
Mm,
it's like sort of taking. We're not gonna see a full biopic. We're gonna take sort of like a week in the life of Marilyn Monroe, and we'll see the darkness of it. At least that's what I'm getting from the trailer.
yeah,
But yeah, that's how I think this film would be, sort of thing.
biopic nonetheless.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the chat seems to be have high hopes for this movie. Yeah. So yeah, there's that
Yeah.
basically for blonde trailer. Anything else you want to say on this?
Um,
Mm,
when is it coming out?
when is it coming out?
It's
It's September 28th.
September. Yeah, it's here. In here, it's September 23. So okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All
One.
right.
Right. So there's
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so that's the blonde trailer. Now let's move on to another trailer that we got by Netflix as well. On this one, well, is it by Netflix? I don't know.
It's a Netflix film, yeah.
Netflix film, yeah. Guillermo Del Toro Pinocchio official teaser. Yeah, arguably the better Pinocchio teaser.
Not the one that the
Not
good
ar-
drafted.
no, not the one that the good drafted. Let's be clear on that. Yeah. Not
Nice.
arguably. You know what? This is the better Pinocchio teaser. I strongly believe.
Yeah, while
Yeah, I
watching it,
mean,
I was like, Kelvin's gonna like this one a lot more.
It looks damn charming.
Hmm.
yeah, very much, very much. I like the wait in the chat. Naruto the man is asking, Tago, where's your knees? Where did your knee go? Naruto the man
Here.
is asking for it.
Oh god. Don't make this a recurring bit.
But yeah, again, Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio. It's stop motion, so I'm gonna sway heavily into it. That's for sure. And then yeah, I like the characters. I like the character design for everything. Uh, the Pinocchio. I like the looks of the Pinocchio. Though I don't know if I want him to wear clothes, but yeah, I like how it is right now.
Hmm.
uh, what else is there in there? Mm, yeah, the visuals itself, like the surrounding that we get to see from the trailer, all of that looks really good, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll let you guys say some stuff first, Albert.
yeah, the whole stop motion thing is just very. It looks very neat, right? And the stop motion looks very nice. There is something, there is some sort of warmth, like warm quality coming out of the trailer. It just feels wholesome in a way, even though I know it's Guillermo del Toro and it's gonna be like kind of, maybe they go on a fucked up route kind of way. But there is a wholesome factor to it, which I think will be a good balance to the whole thing. And I I think it's gonna be interesting, right? We're gonna have two Pinocchio story. We're gonna have this one. We're gonna have Disney. Oh, we're gonna have three Pinocchio films. This is there.
Wait, three? Damn, I was gonna say this is like the Jungle Book situation with Mowgli and the Jungle Book,
I'm
but
checking. I'm
this
checking. I'm
time we
checking
got
right
three.
now. So yeah, we have the net. We have this Pinocchio film. We
Disney
have
one
the Disney one, and
with
there
Tom Hanks.
is.
Uh, who's making the other one?
Oh, okay. It's Russian direct-to-DVD animated film called Pinocchio: A True Story. Okay,
Wait, is it animated or live action? The Russian one.
animated.
Animated. Alright, so this year, a historic year for sure. Not only did Morbius bomb twice, but we're also getting three Pinocchio movies, all in different style. Live action, stop motion, and animation. What a historic year.
Yeah.
But yeah, wait, you want to continue, Bert?
No, I mean, yeah, it just looks great, and I'm curious how this, like you said, like the Mowgli Jungle Book thing last time. Jungle Book clearly was the better one, right, than
Mm-hmm.
Mowgli. And there was Netflix Disney too, which is ironic. This is Netflix Disney, but I don't know. This one might be the better one compared to, at least based on the trailer alone. This one seems like the better one, but I'm gonna watch both of them, and I'm curious to
Same.
see which one's better. Also, I because the Disney one straight up is adapting the Disney film. I'm pretty sure the fairy tale, and I'm not exactly too much. I don't know too much about the original fairy tale. Maybe you guys know better than me, but I'm pretty sure the original fairy tale is not the same as the Disney film. So I'm curious to see the difference
Oh,
there.
I think I remember not being the same, but I don't remember the difference too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
anything too screwed up happened,
yeah.
right?
Well to go speak on it. I'm gonna try to look up if it's what main difference are, because I'm
Yeah,
curious.
yeah, so Tago, yeah, what's your thoughts on this? How does it feel clearly watching the better teaser of the same movie?
um, damn.
Did you wait?
Um,
Did you know that this film was happening as well as the other one? when you
No.
drafted Pinocchio?
None of us know until we finish the trailer. Finish the draft. I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
None of us know. If
I
I know, I
mean,
would have chosen this, man.
Okay.
Go on, go, go on, go.
I don't like for me as much as this looks more promising, it does. I don't know. Like yeah, because it's Guillermo del Toro, I'm expecting it to kind of go dark. And with that kind of visuals, if it goes really dark and I don't know, like might be a bit too much for me.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, I was yeah, same. I did think the same thing as Katie Lynch, right? Like actually wait, let me fact check this. When is the Disney Pinocchio coming out?
I want to say. I mean, I'm just gonna
I
check
don't
actually.
remember at all. Uh,
Disney Pinocchio is coming out in September 8th, and
Yeah,
this
so
one,
September
September
8th.
8th we're getting Disney's Pinocchio, and then in December
When is
we're
this?
getting
Oh, December.
Guillermo's, yeah, Pinocchio. Like I don't know, do we want two Pinocchios in the span of 3 months?
Oh, I
Um,
mean, yes. I want to shit
okay.
on the Tom Hanks ones.
what if the Tom Hanks ones end up being very good though? That's gonna be interesting.
um, I will not back down.
Kelvin's like, I will find something to shit on.
Yes. Yeah. Anything else you want to say on this?
Nah, it was just that. Like, I'm like, it's just like
Yeah.
a
No,
bit of concern about that, and that's all.
that's the thing, right? Like the Guillermo del Toro, yeah, sure, it can be dark, but like, I mean, if you're comparing it to, I don't know, Guillermo del Toro, I don't find his movie to be that kind of like, oh my god, that's like too dark, man. I don't really find this movie to be like that. Like, yeah, and I don't know. I feel like he doesn't have to go dark or anything in the Pinocchio. He can just tell like the normal story or the normal fairy tale story, because like the stop motion itself, the character design and the environment, I think he already gave it quite the mm, quite the Tim Burton eerie, creepy look to it, I guess.
Hmm.
So he
Mm,
doesn't really have to go to the dark roots, to the dark side, I suppose.
to the dark
Yeah.
side.
I mean, like Albert said, like the movie feels wholesome, even with the kind of like that kind of visuals. But so yeah, the tone is definitely seems wholesome. Yeah. So Albert, did you find the difference between the Disney and the fairy tale version already?
Well, I'm trying to read the original fairy tale right now as I speak, and there's a lot going on. I think for the most part, it's kind of similar. Of like, yeah, I think I'm not sure. I think there's a fairy that makes Pinocchio come to life. Although I know that I think Pinocchio stepped on Jiminy Cricket and Jiminy Cricket die. I think, and like Pinocchio's lake got burned off, and some other stuff that are different. But yeah, I think the biggest difference is Jimmy the Cricket die. I think. Um,
Got stepped on like plankton. All right.
yeah,
Okay.
that should be interesting to see. And two different stories. At least it's two different stories in the same year. It would be awful if it's the same. Not
Yeah.
awful, I guess. It would be just super uninteresting. And Guillermo del Toro's one will suffer because it's released later. So
Yep. Everyone will be like, wait, didn't we just watch this?
yeah. That will
Yeah.
be very interesting for the marketing. I think the Netflix one, they really have to emphasize Guillermo del
Yeah.
Toro's
Yeah.
Pinocchio
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
because they
Because
cannot
either way,
say
Disney's gonna release first.
Yeah.
right. And
So
when you say
like,
Pinocchio, the first thing people come to mind is Disney's,
is Disney.
Yeah.
regardless. So
True.
yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I have a lot more faith in this one just because we actually get to see Pinocchio, not Pinocchio's back for 0.5 seconds. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Any other thoughts on this Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio
And
teaser?
if Jiminy Cricket actually gets stepped on and die, I want to hear Ewan McGregor because Ewan McGregor is voicing it. I want to hear Ewan McGregor's voice like, "Oh, Pinocchio, no!"
All right, yeah. Speaking of that, the cast for the Pinocchio one, the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio is pretty good. It's really good actually. You got Ewan McGregor, Ron Perlman, Finn Wolfhard, Kate Blanchett, Christoph
Yeah.
Waltz, Tilda Swinton. I'm not too sure on these two guys, David Bradley and Gregory, man.
David Bradley is in a lot of. If you've seen Harry Potter, you know him as
I haven't seen Harry Potter.
what's his name? Filch, Argus Filch, and he's also in Game of Thrones, and he's also in The World's End,
Okay.
the yeah, the Edgar Wright film.
How about Gregory M. Men?
I don't know. He's the kid voicing Pinocchio. I'm not sure. I think he's pretty new. He's pretty unknown.
Wait, he's a kid?
Voicing Pinocchio? I'm pretty
No,
sure it's.
Gregory Man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's. I'm pretty sure it's a kid. Or is he an old dude
Yeah.
voicing Pinocchio? I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I'm googling Gregory Man. He
And-
doesn't look like a kid for sure.
Oh, okay, okay. So he's an older dude. Well, okay. If you open Gregory Man on IMDb, he only got 3 credits. One of them is for Victoria, the TV show. One of them is Guillermo del Toro. Another one is the Guernsey Literally and Potato Peel Pie Society. I don't know what that is.
What? Okay. Uh,
What
Yeah, I
Gregory
don't
Man are
know.
you, what Gregory Man are you opening?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm even opening correct one. I just googled Gregory Man, typed it the same way.
Okay. Are you looking at the picture of a guy in a purple shirt?
I see no purple shirts.
Is it the guy on? It's a guy with glasses.
Yes.
Kelvin, it literally says on the website, Department of History, Columbia University. It's not even an actor; he's a fucking professor.
No, it's just not though. Because in this one, he just shows a picture of. Wait, how does this Guillermo del Toro look?
This is Guillermo del Toro. You're looking at the bearded guy. Is
Yeah, I
Guillermo del Toro.
know. Yeah, but why is it when I typed in there, Gregory Man, Guillermo del Toro pictures came up?
Because he's an unknown, so that's why there's no pictures of it yet. That's what I'm trying to say. The only pictures on Google are Guillermo del Toro and this professor from Columbia University, who probably got more publicity now on this podcast than he ever did.
You know, you could have just said he's an unknown. That would be much more clear. I know, man. Still though, Gregory Man must be a man, cannot be a kid, right? It's in the name. Yeah. Uh. Yeah. So that's basically it for Pinocchio teaser, the Guillermo del Toro one. All right, now let's move on to the title that Albert put this podcast as. The winners and losers of the San Diego Comic Con 2022. Like Katie Lynch commented on this at the very start. Title: San Diego Comic Con 2022 winners and losers. Thumbnail: blonde. What's up with that, Bert?
Because I cannot pick what picture to put for San Diego Comic Con. There's too much stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. All right. So I guess we'll talk about the winners and losers of Comic Con 2022. So first of all, I guess let's jump into because I feel like we know who the winners are. Let's talk about the losers first.
The losers
Let's
of
talk
Comic
about
Con.
let's talk about the losers first. All right. The losers of Comic Con 2022. Uh, yeah.
Want to start?
Albert, you start. You start.
Okay. I think the losers is DC, specifically the live action films, because after their panel, they did stuff and then literally got overshadowed by everything Marvel did. They only we talked about it in the last week's show. Did we? Sort of. I don't remember if we did. But then we did a trailer reaction for Shazam. No, we didn't talk about it because it was we did a trailer
After
reaction
it.
for Shazam, which Teguh already went to bed for. But yeah, we did it after
Yeah,
the
boy.
show. So yeah, they presented Black Adam, which have an interesting presentation, and then they presented Shazam, and that's it because they cannot really show anything regarding the Flash because I think they're still figuring out what to do with that.
Mhm.
There's no news for Batman sequel. Uh, And then, I mean, after Comic Con, which we're gonna touch on later on in the show about the Ben Affleck thing, that wasn't even announced. That could have been a big news in Comic Con, but they didn't cover it. They only covered those two things. And yeah, it
Yep.
was trailer was cool, but I think it's just it. It wasn't that exciting.
It got overshadowed by the winners. Let's just say that. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have do you guys
Then
have a different pick, or what do you think of this one?
to add on to that, doesn't help that apparently I didn't know about this. I just read about it from IGN. Apparently, Dwayne Johnson got booed when he was on
Oh,
the
what?
stage.
Why?
See, from the very short thing is just Dwayne the Rock Johnson sparked a little controversy at Comic Con panel when he hinted that Henry Cavill would not be reprising his role as Superman in the DCU, saying who would win in the fight between his character, Black Adam, and DC icon. Dwayne said it probably all depends on who is playing Superman, and was met with boos from the crowd. Apparently, that causes the boos for Dwayne Johnson. Kind of weird.
Who's writing this article?
I don't know. This is IGN.
Okay, that's interesting. That I think that article is a little bit misleading. I'll correct this a little bit because I actually saw
Okay.
I saw the clip, and because there was on a kind of like on a it's on the red carpet, but it's like a post panel carpet kind of thing, and he was being interviewed, and based on the video, there was no crowd really. So it's
Oh,
weird. It's weird that if there's people booing. It was just like a one-on-one interview kind of thing for like a video. But yeah,
okay.
but he did
Well,
say that exact thing. Like it depends
mm.
on who's playing. So maybe yeah.
No, what's up with this then, IGN?
I don't know.
I mean, it's IGN.
True. Hey, I mean, I don't know, man. When they're discussing this topic, the title says everything announced in Comic Con 2022. Kind of have to click on that.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah. Outside of that, not really. The rest is just kind of like I don't really care about it. I guess LeBron being in multiverses is that a Comic Con thing?
That was a Comic Con thing, yeah. But there are games too in Comic Con.
Yeah, I know. Uh, yeah, that happens. I don't think that's a loser or a winner or anything, but there's that.
Okay.
How about you, Gu?
Um. Well, so for my loser, since I wasn't following it, I kind of just went with a very general answer and just picked all the people who didn't follow Comic Con, aka me.
Interesting answer.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. Okay. So I guess that's about it for the losers. Do you have any other losers, Bert, for this?
Um, sort of, I
Honest-
guess. Sort of, I
Okay.
guess.
Go on.
I want to say, I guess it's this whole HBO. Yeah, I guess DC Warner Brothers, the whole thing, HBO kind of thing. Because they also have House of Dragon
Mhm.
trailer, and with the whole everything that's being announced with the D&D, which I think the D&D film is the winner because I don't think anyone knows about it, but now people are excited about it. As
Mhm.
well as there's Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power, which I thought they did a better presentation, and they also have House of Dragon, which is the Game of Thrones thing. And I think out of those three, this is the least being talked of, and even more so during the panel. I don't know if you guys know this, but during the panel, this is now the biggest piece of conversation among the actual panel itself. There is a fan that came up to the panel, of course, Q&A, right? And then guess what the fan said? It's like, hey, Matt Smith, it's Morbin time. And Matt Smith didn't understand it. He was like, well, what is that? And then the guy who's moderating the panel had to explain to him, oh, because you're in Morbius, it's a thing in Morbin time, it's a Morbius, everything. So he had to explain the whole thing. Matt Smith was so confused and was like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. So that was everything anyone talked about after the panel. It's just that one
Yeah.
guy saying, it's Morbin time. There's a video
I-
on YouTube if you look it up. It's great.
I swear he's just acting. He really doesn't want to acknowledge morbing time or that ever happening.
Do you
He's just acting
actually
dumb.
think? Do you actually think there's no way Matt Smith knows about it, man? He probably mute everything on Twitter regarding
Probably,
Morbius.
yeah.
He doesn't want to be involved with that shit.
Like after finish shooting, he's like, "Yep, mute."
Yeah.
Nah, I like
Yeah.
to believe that he knows about morbing time. That'll be funnier.
Yeah.
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 Man,
Yep.
I feel like after Morbius, they should really not really involve much of the actors in it because the morbing time jokes just gonna keep coming at them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah,
So
that is the reason why I think the Game of Thrones presentation is a loser because
eh,
anyone talked about is Mormon time. So
it's a mistake bringing him in
well, he's
after
the
Morbius.
literal star of the show. There's nothing they can do about
Yeah,
it.
I know, but it's just unfortunate that he was in the best movie of all time.
Fair,
No, not the best movie of all time.
fair.
He's in a movie.
Yeah,
In the
Yeah.
movie of he's in a movie of all time.
in
Yep.
a movie. Okay.
Hmm. All
Hmm.
right. Now let's jump into the winners of Comic Con. Obviously the Morbin time jokes. That's the winner. Uh, yeah. I can start with this one. I mean, I'll start with the generic answer that yeah, it's MCU. It's pretty goddamn obvious, right?
Mhm.
With all the stuff they announce, and with all the stuff they announce, all the things people are hyped for, showing all the release of the movie. I think, yeah. Well,
Yep.
not everything, but who got the chat right now? Hashtag Morbin time.
Stop. Stop this. I swear, if the actual sequel to Morbius happened, it's all your fault.
Nah, man. It's a
Um,
blessing in disguise. But yeah,
yeah, keep going. Keep going.
outside of the MCU stuff, I want to say that I am definitely a winner this time because they also announced, I didn't know this until I looked this up. Apparently they announced that there will be a sequel in this December for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers crossover with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Whoa! Wait, live
Yeah,
action? Animation?
no animation.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, dude, yeah, I saw the art as well. I was like, God damn, I am definitely quite hyped for it. Let me share my screen real quick. This is again from the what you call that? From the IGN. Can you see my screen? Yeah,
Yep, we can see your screen. That looks. Is
yeah.
that the real animation style? That looks like a comic.
I don't know. This I feel like this wouldn't be the real
Yeah,
animation
I doubt
style.
it. It would be
But if
cool
it
though.
is though, that'll be cool. I mean, like just seeing this art and honestly, I don't really follow the Power Rangers, but hey, what kind of kid doesn't like Power Rangers? You know, and I love the TMNT, so there's that. Um, so yeah, definitely a winner. That's definitely a winner. And also, you know, the the Avatar adult gang getting a movie thing. That's also a winning move. Yeah, yeah. I think that's
Yeah,
the
the
two.
Avatar. We didn't even touch the Avatar thing. That's interesting because they did announce several films, including the Kyoshi Warrior, the Kyoshi film, and like the adult Avatar film as well as the Korra stuff in production as well. So yeah, we're gonna see a lot of different stuff from Avatar. But this is an interesting thing from Naruto. The man Naruto said, "I want to say loser is Avatar Studios because they had a big news, but their panel took place around the same time as Marvel, and it got overshadowed pretty bad." Kind of true, kind of true, because no one's really outside of like hardcore Avatar fans. No one's really talking about it because of that. So I guess
I
semi
mean,
loser. I don't know.
to be fair, like I feel like anything that uh happening around the same time as the Marvel panel, this is gonna get overshadowed regardless.
Yeah, we lose it. Yeah, but like seeing
Pretty
that's
much.
but like the Marvel animation panel, the Dungeons and Dragons panel, the even the Lord of the Rings panel, we are able to talk about it on the morning of the Saturday because they did their panel on Friday, so it's less overshadowed. While this one is sort of like taking place closer
True.
to the Marvel stuff, so it kind of got overshadowed. So yeah,
Yeah. True.
but yeah,
True. True. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it for me right now. Maybe.
By the
Yeah.
way, in case you guys don't know, in case you're wondering, oh, you're not covering the Marvel news. We did an emergency podcast right after the whole thing went down. I think it's like a 45-minute show. We talk about everything from Phase 4, Phase 5, Phase 6 in detail, through the whole shebang. So go check it out. It's
And we
available
got an
here,
insight,
available on
man.
the. We got an inside scoop because my friend Matthew Chan was in Hall H. He told about his experience in Hall H and everything. Although a little bit of correction on that show, just because in that Matthew probably misheard it because like the whole crowd in there and everything. We mentioned that Thunderbolts is a 16 episode series. It's not. It is one film. The 16, is it 16 or 18? Basically the 16, 18
16, I
episode
think.
series is Daredevil. Daredevil's gonna have a 16 episode series. Thunderbolts is one movie. So just quick correction there.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, check that out if you want to hear our thoughts on the
Mhm.
Marvel stuff that happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh. So
But
yeah.
anyway, back to the winners and losers. Yeah, I mean obviously the Marvel is an obvious winner, just the whole thing, everything that
Mhm.
they did. I mentioned the D&D thing. I think is a winner. I think Prey, the Predator film, is a winner because they did a screening, and now people are very excited for it because there was a standing ovation out of it. I am excited for it now more than before because of this screening and people are talking about it. So that's a winner for me. I don't know if you guys agree or not.
I don't care too much about Predator.
Fair enough.
Care more about the Power Rangers, man.
Okay. All right. Well, if no thoughts, and my last winner, and this is a winner because they finally hooked me for it. Star Trek, the Star Trek panel. I think they won because I've been wanting to sort of watch the Star Trek shows, especially Discovery. Well, I don't really want to watch Discovery because Teguh said bad stuff about it, but I sort of have to because I want to watch Star Trek's Lower Decks and not Lower Decks, Strange New Worlds. But their panel I thought was pretty great and everything. They announced that the whole cast, Picard season 3 is the final season of Picard, and that the whole cast of the original Next Generation crew is gonna come back for the final season. So people got excited for it, very much of like, oh yeah, we're gonna see Beverly Crusher again, we're gonna see Worf again in the Picard show. So I got excited for that, even though I've never seen the Picard show. Also, they're apparently gonna do, and this is the crossover no one asked for, but it's a very interesting one. Because do you guys know about Star Trek's Lower Decks?
No.
It's an animated show following
Mhm.
people who are not on the bridge. Because the show of Star Trek is always about people on the
Ah,
bridge,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
This is following the regular people who are in the ship, like doing day-to-day stuff. Like maybe they're like in the canteen or like they're the janitorial crew or whatever. Just day-to-day people in the lower decks, and it's a comedy show and it's animated, and that's the appeal of it. And they're doing a crossover of Lower Decks with Strange New Worlds, which is a live action show following Captain Pike's crew. So I'm not sure if it's going to be an animated show in this crossover or the actor or they're gonna have a live action crossover, but I am very intrigued by this, the whole premise of it.
Just
So
like
yeah.
I just like the idea of a janitor getting ready to clean up. You know.
In Star
She's like,
Trek.
oh, here they go fighting again. Get the brooms, guys. You know?
Yeah.
I just like the idea of that. Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna be interesting crossover concept. I think the kid from The Boys, Jack Wade, voiced one of the characters. So if he plays himself in the live action form, that'll be cool. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that is it.
How about you, Teguh? What's your thoughts on who the winners are?
Marvel. End of
All right.
story.
Yeah. We already know the answer to
But we all saw that coming, so
yeah. I feel like you don't even have to watch it. To watch like know any of the news, you just know that Marvel is gonna win.
yeah, like
Yeah.
it's a given.
Yep. Here, someone's trying to say Bert in the chat. I heard it's gonna be 50-50 live action and animation for the Star Trek thing you mentioned. What's your
Okay, that
thoughts
could
if
be
it's like
that could
that?
be, and it's kind of weird, but that could be interesting. I sort of wish that to be. Do you guys remember this? I grew up with this, and I'm a Nickelodeon. I grew up with Nickelodeon part of my childhood. I don't think Calvin is right. I don't know if Teguh is or not. But there used to be this thing
Global
called
TV boy.
Timmy Jimmy Power Hour, which is a Jimmy Neutron Fairy Odd Parents crossover, and it's this.
Oh wait, no, I
Oh
know that
yeah, I
episode.
know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's a
I
two
know that.
episode
I know that.
special. One of the episodes is obviously for Fairy Odd Parents, one of them Jimmy Neutron, and like the first half, they go to the Jimmy Neutron's world, and the animation style is all Jimmy Neutron. So like the Timmy Turner
Yeah,
in
yeah,
3D
yeah,
and
yeah. I
everything, and then
remember
they go
this.
to Fairy Odd Parents world. Animation style is Timmy Turner and Jimmy Neutron's like flat and everything. So I sort of want to see a 2 episode series where yeah, the first episode everyone goes to the lower decks universe, so all the character from Strange New Worlds like in animated form, and then the second episode's in all live action. I sort of want to see that. I think that will be a lot of fun.
That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Yeah. All right. So do you have anything else to say on this? On the winners
Not
right
really,
now?
although I want to ask the Goo because you weren't on the discussion when we did the emergency podcast. From
Mm-hmm.
the Marvel panel, which one are you most excited now after hearing everything that was
Mm-hmm.
announced?
Well, very biased, but Loki too.
Oh, okay. I did not see that coming. Okay, I did not
I know.
saw that coming.
I love everything. Low key too. All right.
Well, okay. To be fair, I did look at it, but I didn't like. I only like what's the word? Like
Skim.
Skim through
breeze
it.
past, skim through it, and the one that caught my eye immediately was no,
What
Loki 2.
Loki season 2?
Hold
Yeah.
on. But
Okay.
just to be sure, let me recheck what they have put
I
up.
mean, I'm showing this on the screen right now for the
Oh, showing
video
on screen.
viewers of Phase 5 as well as Phase 6 that was announced of the graphics. Yeah, I mean, just a real quick iteration. Why not? We got Quantum and Panos Quantumania, Secret Invasion, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, the Echo series, Loki Season 2, the Marvels, Blade, Ironheart, Agatha, Coven of Chaos, Daredevil, Born Again, 18 episode show, Captain America, New World Order, and Thunderbolts, and that was all of Phase 5 right there.
Yeah. So
And Phase 6, we only have Fantastic Four, Avengers Kang Dynasty, and Avengers Secret Wars, which are both taking place in the same year. So yeah.
Mhm.
okay. Yeah, no, out of phase 5, I only saw phase 5 before. Out of phase 5, yeah, probably Loki season 2 is the one I'm most excited for. Maybe besides that, Guardians.
Guardians.
Mm.
I
And
mentioned.
I think I mentioned like maybe last year, well, a while back, that I was interested in Lionheart, and I still am.
Did you say Lionheart?
Ironheart?
Ironheart.
I think Lionheart is a character from Zootopia, the mayor.
Is it?
I think Lionheart is a.
I think it
I
is.
think Lionheart's a movie.
Wait, no,
Maybe it
that's
is.
Braveheart.
Oh.
Braveheart is a movie. What is Lionheart? I'm pretty sure it's a Zootopia guy. Anyway,
It's something.
Let me
All right,
check.
but anyway, yeah,
but
no,
yeah.
Ironheart. Um,
By the way, to go since you're excited for Loki, there has been leaked set photos of the Loki season 2,
uh-huh.
and the set photos is of Loki and Sylvie as McDonald employees, and I'm kind of confused.
Now I'm really interested.
or
Alright,
at
alright,
least,
now we gotta
or at
watch.
least they were in McDonald's. They were very clearly in McDonald's. I don't know if they were employees or not. It looks like it, but yeah. So there's that.
Alright.
No, now I'm
Uh,
very interested.
by the way, Lionheart is a movie. Is a 1990 movie with John Claude Van Damme as the
Alright,
main
so it is a movie,
character.
right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Go on. Oh, what are we talking about? Go.
No, I think that was it. We were just going through the winners and losers, right? Avengers and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alright
Oh yeah.
then.
Actually, I want to touch on that a little bit. Did you guys heard recently that the VFX team in Marvel has been like severely underpaid and like overworked, underpaid, and they're like in a very horrible situation, which is why
What isn't it?
a lot of the visual effects in Marvel recently has been like kind of bad. When you've noticed, and it's
Yeah.
because they're just given like very short time constraint and expected, and like there's a joke of like Avengers Kang Dynasty, Avengers Secret Wars both coming out in the same year, and like the everyone in the Marvel VFX department like, oh fuck, we're gonna die.
Man, isn't
So
that always the case? Like I keep hearing that like
yeah,
visual effects people, like almost all the time they're always underpaid with like very short deadline.
yeah,
That's pretty much what I
which
always heard.
sucks
Yeah,
because yeah,
which
hopefully,
sucks, but also impressive that they can still churn out things, really good effects,
yeah.
that we get to see
Which is why
in Marvel movies,
I
especially.
hope there is some kind of reform because I don't want them to be like there's a strike because they will obviously suck for everyone, but
Mm-hmm.
hopefully there's a reform where they can get their pays, th- they get their monies due, like with all the things that the stress and the time constraint that everyone's given. Especially to my understanding, Marvel have one VFX department, right? So if the fact that they are all working on all of this and it's one department, that is nuts.
And they have one
So
department, and then they also like hire externally from like
I think they
Weta
do. Yeah,
and
yeah,
things
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, pretty much
So,
that.
but yeah, well, hopefully the situation get better because it would suck for everyone.
Yeah, true, true. We don't want to
Hmm.
strike because
Hmm.
that could potentially mean delayed release,
Hmm.
or like half-ass release like Black Widow. No, nothing to say on that. Nothing to say on that.
Shots fired. Well, there some of the one particular effect is really bad, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, now yeah, let's get to some of the news. The last three news that we got here. First of all, the another MCU one, Destin Daniel Crater will be the
Cretin.
Craten. Whoops,
No, that
Craten.
was my bad.
Can be
I
edited.
put
Oh.
I put the wrong name in the show notes. So yeah.
Destin Daniel Cretton will be directing Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. That is, if you remember, Albert, bring up the picture. That's the movie in Phase 5. Was like
6.
6 in Phase 6. Before Secret Wars. So I don't know. Destin Daniel Cretton, he directed
Shang-Chi and the Legend of
Shang-Chi.
the Ten Rings.
Yeah, he directed Shang-Chi, and I don't know the rest of his movies.
I can speak to it first. I've seen.
Right.
Have I seen all his films? I have seen
Oh.
Short Term 12, which is an incredible film. I highly recommend it. It's a small film starring Brie Larson, Rami Malek, Lakeith Stanfield, Kathleen Dever. It's like a self help group kind of thing. It's following sort of like self help group kind of thing. It's really good. Highly recommend it. Really emotional stuff. I also watched Just Mercy, which have Michael B. Jordan, Jamie Foxx, and Brie Larson again. I think he works with Brie Larson a lot, which is why Brie Larson is also in Shang-Chi in the post-credit scene. By the way, Just Mercy is really good, like a courtroom drama. So yeah, he can handle drama. He can handle an ensemble cast, and we know from Shang-Chi he can handle the action and the visuals and everything. So I'm very excited for this pick. I am very, very excited. How are you guys feeling?
If the action is anything like in Shang-Chi with the effects and everything, I'm in. I'm definitely in, Like Shang-Chi, I think some of you guys mentioned it that like feels like an anime fighting scene kind of thing. And yeah, if they can bring that to the Kang Dynasty, and I'm pretty sure the Kang Dynasty stuff it's going to have some insane visuals just because time travel the many times we see them time traveling or like jumping to a multiverse, it's always crazy visuals. So I'm assuming the Kang Dynasty will have a lot of that. And yeah, if and seems like Daniel Cretton can handle it. So yeah, yeah, definitely excited for it. How about Teguh?
Um, yeah. I mean,
Oh, there you
same things
go.
you guys said, really. Don't have too much to add on top of that.
Yeah. Uh, Pretty much that. Yeah, Naruto the Man also added here in the chat that I love that movie. He's great at telling story. That movie referring to Shang-Chi. Yeah. He's great at telling story given characters' emotional arc, and he was great at juggling a lot of characters in Shang-Chi. And also, we can't forget how the great action was. So this means a slam dunk. So yeah, very much agree. He'll be working with a gigantic cast, I'm assuming, in this
It's
Avengers
gonna be
one.
huge. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be
which
insane. Like you think Endgame is a lot? Nah, I think this is gonna be a lot more.
I sort of hope he get a little bit of help, at least like someone, I don't
I
know,
really hope
because
Russo brothers will come in and help as well.
the
But
Russos, they got each other, they got two people to balance ideas
hmm
off.
yeah,
He's gonna be on his own, so I mean, again, he has done ensemble cast before, but probably not to this level.
yeah.
So
This would be Endgame times two.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it would be cool though if he get to kind of like if the Russo brothers will like kind of
I think the
help.
Russos are done though. I really do.
I mean, maybe they'll just come in clutch. They come in every Avengers movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, again, I think this is a good pick. I am curious now because I don't know. He was involved with Wonder Man. We talked about it. I don't know if he's still gonna be involved with Wonder Man now. Wonder Man also wasn't announced on the panel, so I'm guessing that's one of the Phase 6 thing that's probably gonna be announced. There was talks about a Shang-Chi spin-off with the Ten Rings and Xialing at one point. I don't know if that's still happening. Also, don't know what the situation is with the Shang-Chi sequel because that wasn't announced. Again, I'm guessing they might be part of Phase 6 because there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 dates there in the graphic that wasn't announced. I'm guessing they're going to be announced in D23, which is in September or November. I don't remember the Disney convention, basically. Um, Also, he was attached to one more thing. No,
What
I
was
think
it?
that's it actually. Yeah, he was attached to Shang-Chi, the Shang-Chi spin-off, the Ten Ring spin-off, and Wonder Man. But now he's doing this, so I'm guessing like at least one or two of them he's no longer gonna be involved in. So yeah, there is that.
Yeah, he gotta focus solely on the Kang Dynasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I
Uh.
mean, it's a big undertaking.
So yeah, I guess yeah, we are all the chat and everyone here. We are all definitely excited and happy for Destin Daniel Cretton to get this
Yeah.
big movie to
Yeah,
direct. Yeah.
already excited for this film again because Jonathan Majors sounds and looks awesome as Kang, and the idea of Kang as a villain, and now with this
Yeah.
director, it's gonna be. Ooh.
Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah. So yeah, congrats, I guess, on to Destin Daniel Cretton.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
And
now let's. What is it word?
no, just about to say
Wait.
joke. I was about to say a joke. Imagine if the film of Kang Dynasty follows the Lego Marvel 2 game where Kang just collects all the different timelines and put it into one world.
And then like a gigantic Kang will be going against gigantic Captain America. Yeah.
Is that what happened in the game? I haven't reached that level.
Oh, you haven't finished yet? I'm sorry for the
Bro, I
Lego
didn't
spoiler.
I still have so there's my problem with the game. You know me as a completionist, right? So I'm not completing the plot. I'm trying to complete all the side missions first, and that's like bothering me because if I don't complete it. So
Yeah,
I should probably do the plot first and come back for all the sides.
I mean, you should finish the plot first because if that once you finish the plot, then you can take any characters. Then when you can take any characters, you can unlock more of the secrets in the Lego
True.
Marvel
Yeah,
superheroes.
I'll do that. I'll get back to the
Yeah,
game. The game is
I
so
mean
big
that's how.
though.
Yeah, it is. It is. Lego Marvel, the superheroes. I think it's two, right? Yeah,
This is two, yeah.
it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. I think. There's a
Teguh
free
was the
roam
one who
component to
introduced
it
me to
too.
this game. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right then. So yeah, that's about that. For the MCU stuff, I guess. Now let's move on to DC stuff now. Uh, Albert touched on it a little bit just now, but yeah. Batfleck or returns in Aquaman 2 via Instagram post of Momo. Jason Momoa.
Stop calling him Momo. Damn it. What?
He's
No one
just-
calls him Momo.
well, I call him Momo.
I don't remember where this come from, but this is such a weird nickname because when you think Momo, you either think the character from Avatar or the freaking internet ghost.
Yeah, I know, but it's just cute, He's like such a big, like Viking man kind of thing, and then like if his nickname were to be Momo, it'll be it's just kind of funny. But yeah, Jason Momoa kind of says that Batfleck will be in Aquaman 2 via Instagram post. Do you have the Instagram post, Albert?
I do not, but I can describe it to you.
All right,
Basically,
sure.
um, Jason Momoa and Ben Affleck just filmed the scene together for Aquaman 2. They left the studio. They left the actual set of the studio. They left it. They opened the door. There was a studio tour happening right there and then. So they're like, "Oh
Wait, this
my
is a
god,
video.
huh?"
This is a video?
Yes, this is on Instagram.
Yeah. No, not so. It's a video, not like a picture.
Well, they post a picture afterwards, but yeah, it
Okay,
was
okay,
it was
yeah.
initially a video. There was a studio tour, and they're like, "Oh my god, Jason Momoa, Ben Affleck, what does this mean?" And then Jason Momoa on his Instagram story, he was like, "Well, we tried to keep it a secret, but I guess this is what happened, Warner Brothers." He literally just said it, and like, so the people on the studio tour found out about it. So Jason Momoa just directly shared it to the world, and like, "Well, I'm sorry, man. We try to keep it a secret. I guess people know now." And then he talking to Ben Affleck about this. So yeah, they literally just film a scene, I'm guessing, and they left the set, and then there's a studio tour for some reason. I don't know why they didn't close down the set, because this is supposed to be a big secret. But yeah, this is
Another
what
loss
happened.
for DC. EU. Another loss. Man, DC keeps taking L's. Yeah.
But I mean, what do you think though about this reveal? I guess, and also Ben Affleck in Aquaman 2. Interesting.
mm, I like what that movie is saying. It's Momo time.
It's Momo time.
No, but yeah. I mean, Batfleck and Aquaman too. Sure, I guess. I'm not too sure. On what his role will be in Aquaman 2. Maybe he's the one that gives Aquaman the stealth suit. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe there's that.
This is
Uh,
stealth. Oh, the black one.
the black one. I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it a stealth
Hmm.
suit.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe he. Yeah. No. I mean, it got the Batman trademark on it. It's colored black. Yeah. 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 And then also this friend of movies also mentioned this in the chat. Hopefully this means Henry Cavill also return. Yeah, and DC actually has a chance to make a comeback. Because I think
Hmm.
Ben Affleck at one point didn't he like step down from becoming Batman, right? He doesn't want to
Yeah.
do it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
So
supposed to direct a solo film and star in it at the same time. It's supposed to be Deathstroke. Remember that whole thing?
mhm.
As the villain, but yeah, that never happened, and we got Pattinson Batman.
Yeah. So yeah, if this means Henry Cavill's coming back as chance of Henry Cavill coming back as Superman, I'll be more than happy for that. Yeah. And also agree with Mr. Brewalt here. He deserves another shot at Batman. Yeah. I think Batfleck. I don't think Batfleck is bad. Is a bad Batman or
I
anything.
I think the
Uh,
majority of people, and you guys, I don't know if you guys agree, like Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he did a good job.
yeah. I think. Yeah. He did a good job. Yeah. It's just. I don't know. It's just DC being DC that makes it bad. You know. So yeah. So
And it was,
definitely.
and I think he also
What is
quits
it?
because of initially the fans were like, "Oh, the film sucks. It's because of you." There's something like that, and that's why he's like sort of depressed.
Oh, is
Because
that what happened?
I don't know, I don't know. There was a meme going around, right, of like Seth Ben Affleck, and there was during there was like during a
That's true.
panel. I think there was
Yeah.
I think there was during a San Diego Comic Con panel. I think. So I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy, quite happy that Batfleck will be in the movie. So if an Aquaman too. So yeah, there's that. How
kind of
about
weird. Right? I did not see this coming. That Batman in Aquaman. Um,
yeah? I really don't know what his role would be, honestly, in this story. Yeah, because Aquaman is like such a high fantasy thing, right? At least
mhm.
in the first one, it's very like high fantasy. And then we get now Batman, who is very grounded, suddenly in it as well. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, Teguh,
curious to see.
what do you think this is just fan service, or do you think this will be an interesting actual thing that will work Ben Affleck and Aquaman too?
Well, I have little hope for it to begin with, but speaking honestly, but at the very least, I would be happy about the fan service.
I really hope this is not something like just a cameo of him like appearing for 10 seconds. Because I feel like Batman could
Yeah,
play quite a role, you know, because Batman being Batman. I feel like he
Batman.
can play quite a role.
You don't
And
want
then like
you don't want this to be just Ben Affleck Batman laying on the beach sunbathing and then Aquaman's like, hey Bruce, what's up?
nah, Aquaman just like throws a piece of like I don't know
Fish.
sardine at him. It's like
Sardine.
What?
out of spite for some reason. Yeah, he's kind of like here, here's a fish, and like Batman is just what's that? Okay, flop flop.
What the hell?
What?
If this is actually in the film,
I don't know where you're going with this, Calvin.
I don't know either, man.
Keep going. I want to
Playing
see
out,
where this. I want to see where this goes, Kelvin. I want to know. I need
just
to
playing
know.
out the scene, you know. Yeah,
All right.
just that.
Uh,
Yeah. So yeah. I do hope Batman have a quite a vital role on this. So yeah. Uh. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people are just happy on this as well. I mean, like again, Batfleck is good, but also the fact that there might be a chance of Henry Cavill coming back. So there's that. Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna happen, but yeah, there's that.
I saw this meme going around in Twitter of like Warner Brothers have one probably Superman is the most famous superhero in the world. They have the most famous superhero, an actor that wants to play the superhero in Henry Cavill, and yet right now Superman is nothing but just a glorified cameo, which is in Shazam without his head,
Hmm.
remember, and in Peacemaker at the very end.
Peacemaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's like also
It's
there
such.
was news that came out saying that they don't the reason they don't have a Superman film is because they don't know what to do with Superman. And I have seen so many pitches of like good Superman film, and yet
Yep.
not like Warner Bros. Just not listening. Like, what's so
Uh,
hard about writing a story about a immigrant that's being hated by everyone else, and he's just trying to do the right thing?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. DC is just.
There's so many good stories with Superman, man.
Yeah. And thinking about all of this potential, DC just makes me depressed.
There is so many question marks, man, with DC again, like with the Flash thing.
Yep.
Like I still don't know what they're gonna do with it. They cannot. They
Yeah.
really cannot recast Ezra.
They're gonna
They
change Ezra
cannot.
Miller to someone.
They
Yeah.
cannot. They already filmed. They already filmed the whole thing. They just have
Yeah, I
to.
mean, no,
It's
they're
so
going to
much money
release that
to.
movie, but after that, he's gonna make
Mhm.
some BS reason, and Grant Gustin's gonna come back as a Flash.
Oh, I don't think Grant has played the role for like 10 years. I don't know if he wants to be back.
Hey,
They
new
should.
costume.
They should just change it to Wally West. Like get someone new
Yeah,
that Wally
true,
West did.
true.
And yeah,
Yeah,
there is no chance that they try to reshoot that film, right?
no way.
Costs too much
Unless
money.
all they do is just uh deep fake it and then put it over Ezra Miller's face.
That will be nuts. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah,
Also,
that
you
would be
gotta you
insane.
gotta remember that there are two. There is not one, but there are two Ezra Millers in the Flash movie.
Right, double the work.
Exactly, double the money for if they try to reshoot it. So yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing like the mustache gate. This is a completely new thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So that's that for Batfleck returns in Aquaman 2. Uh, excited for it. Yeah. Have potential. Hopefully he's not a cameo. So no, yeah. Now let's move on to the final news that we got here. Um, it's a video games intern to movie. The Tomb Raider getting a reboot. Yes. To my knowledge, who's the actress? Alicia Vikander, right? Yeah, she won't be attached to the reboot of the Tomb Raider series or movies, I guess. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Are there any more details on this, Bert?
On pretty much just that they are rebooting it. They're gonna make a new one. They're rebooting it, and yeah, Alicia Vikander's not gonna be part of it again. So this is gonna be the third iteration of the Tomb Raider film. So pretty much that's all we know so far.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actually watched the Alicia Vikander one. Have you guys watched it?
Oh, I did.
It's good.
Yeah,
I
I
ca-
watched it.
I kind of like it. I thought the film was fine. I thought she was great in the role. Again, I have no experience with the game. I don't play Tomb Raider. I've never seen the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider, but I heard this one is more faithful to the games, and I thought she was good. So it kind of
Uh,
sucks that she's no longer attached to this.
yeah, yeah.
Teguh,
Did you watch it?
Teguh's more familiar.
I mean, it's been a while, so I don't remember much. You know how I
Okay.
am with remembering things. But I have played the games, and I do remember like the movie itself was meh, but I didn't like not enjoy it. So yeah, when I found out that like they were rebooting Tomb Raider and like Vikander was not involved, I was like, but why? Like,
Yeah, it's honestly a strange choice. They could have just still goes with Alicia Vikander. I feel like
yeah, like I
because
feel
Mm.
like
yeah,
I think this is one of the like I get that because I get this feeling a lot. It's like you do something and then you're not really satisfied with it, so you kind of start over. But then I really feel like they didn't have to start over. They could have just made, Tomb Raider 2 and improved on it, and it would have been completely fine instead of doing another reboot. Um,
yeah.
reboot, rebooted. But yeah, I didn't think this was necessary. But it'll be kind of funny if it's even worse than the last one. So
Yeah.
Oh, you know what they're gonna do when it's worse? It's time to reboot again.
it's time to reboot.
Yeah.
This will be another meme. Like just
Uh,
like the endless reboots.
the Tomb Raider is never gonna get a sequel. It's just endless reboots.
Yeah, by the way,
The reboot is a sequel.
to talk about this, Samuelstein asked, did this film even have a sequel in production? Talking about the Tomb Raider, Elijah Vikander. I opened, again, this is Wikipedia, so people might edit it, but I opened this and there's some very interesting stuff which I just want to read, okay? So there was at one point the idea of a shared universe of Square Enix game with Just Cause, Hitman,
Whoa, whoa,
Tomb Raider,
whoa,
Deus Ex, and Thief. And I don't know
whoa,
the others
whoa,
one,
whoa.
but I know Hitman and Tomb Raider is probably not you're not gonna work in the same universe. But I don't know the other games. But yeah.
Can
Just
we not?
dude, I just think about the possibility of the action and if Just Cause is involved in this, you know. Like imagine just like Alicia Vikander jumping off a plane, grappling hook to a jet, and then I don't know hijacking a tuk tuk. That'll be cool.
In a
You
game,
can
yeah.
do
In a
that in the
movie,
game.
I don't think that would work.
Okay.
You
Being
can do that in the game.
really honestly here.
Yeah, you know.
Like,
uh, I really hope that wasn't an actual thing that they were thinking of doing.
it's probably
That,
someone like brought
at
up,
one
hey, what if we
point,
make a shared universe with what? I don't know, Just Cause, Hitman, and
You
then
just list it down.
yeah, they list everything down,
or
and then and
Enix,
then
yeah,
someone
everyone's
that edited
crazy.
Wikipedia page was like,
Put it down. Put it in. Put it in.
write it down, write that down. But
That'll be nuts.
I would hope that that was very quickly
Well,
shut down.
that was shut down because yeah, again after that, there was pre Alicia Vikander film getting released. After it was getting
Oh, okay.
after the film was released, Alicia Vikander said, "Yeah, if there's an audience for it, then I would love to." Amy Jump was hired to write the sequel. Ben Wheatley, which is Amy Jump's husband, was signed to direct the sequel, which was planned to start filming in 2020 in England with Warner Brothers. Due to COVID and everything, the production was delayed. They never shoot it, and then the film was removed from the studio's release schedule. On
Oof.
January 25, 2021, Misha Green was signed to replace Jump and Whitley to write and direct the film. The film was set to be a theatrical release in the US under MGM for the distribution rights because it's Warner Brothers, right? Um, and then, yeah, Misha Green is still confirmed to work on the script and the film. The working title of the film is called Tomb Raider Obsidian. Um, on July 2021, Alicia Vikander told Collider that the sequel is still happening, but there is no green light yet, as well as if she's going to be attached to it fully or not. And then on July 2022, it is reported that MGM has lost the film rights to the Tomb Raider franchise because the window ran out to give the sequel the green light because they never did. So culminating with Vikander departing from the lead role and the rights reverted to the game company and prompted a bidding war among studios. So right now, the film rights for the game is they're still not sure what movie studios have it. So that's what happens because they don't
But it's
greenlight it for
not
too long.
MGM. Okay, that makes a bit more
Mm,
sense now. But damn it,
all
MGM.
right,
Because they didn't
all
greenlight
right.
it. Yeah.
I feel like this
So
kind of like the same case with. I might be wrong. I might be very wrong on this, but I remember something to do with Fantastic Four being like they need to make they make the sequel just to keep the rights for the franchise of Fantastic Four.
yes, that was the thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I think it's the one with Silver Surfer is the one that just kind of like, yeah, let's just make it just to keep the rights.
No, it was
I
it was
think.
it was Fan Four Stick 2015.
Oh, Frank Forstick. Oh, is that one? Oh, okay, okay, okay.
They made the film because
They
they
want to
want
keep
to
the
keep they
rights.
want to keep the rights. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
Fox.
So they just kind of like half-ass the whole thing. As long as it's out, you know. Yeah. So yeah, that's that for the Tomb Raider reboot.
sometimes sometimes I like reading like this kind of like production history of like a
Disaster.
film because yeah, just it's just interesting like how much development hell it has gone through and like what happened between. Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
like the
fun to
New
see.
Mutants.
Oh, that one is so much fun. If you have not, check out the New Mutants like development progress and everything.
It's probably better than the movie itself.
Maybe more. There
Is it
should be a
Albert?
there should be a movie about the production of New Mutants.
Dude, it's like the bubble, but the mutants.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, yeah. Tomb Raider reboots. Yeah, that's uh that I guess for that news. So now, Albert, let's bring up the two movies that you watched, The Beauty and the Beast and the Tangled,
Oh yeah,
because you made
almost
a
forgot about this.
poll about it, right? On
Yeah, so
Twitter.
I was
So
I was I wa- I was watching both of them back to back. Those two are like my top two favorite Disney films. Moana being the third. Sometimes Moana being the second, but Beauty and the Beast is like number one. And I gave this. I mentioned this to
it's
Calvin
the animated
in our
Beauty and
group
the
chat.
Beast.
Yes, I mentioned this to Calvin in a group chat. Like which one is better? The song Beauty and the Beast or I See the Light? And obviously Calvin, being the Tangled stan, he's like I See the
Yep.
Light is better. And I'm like, yeah, but Beauty and the Beast is like more iconic. And I don't think we ever got an answer from Teguh if which one he
No,
thinks is the better song.
I don't think so.
Because again, I think I mentioned it in chat. Like before I give an answer, I want to watch Beauty and the Beast because it has been probably 20 years since I've seen Beauty and the Beast. I've seen it only once in my life.
All right.
And
Yeah.
Tangled, although I've seen it maybe like what, twice, but it's a lot more recent. It's like
Hmm.
10 years more recent. So,
All
um,
right. All right.
but
Yeah.
off of the top of my head, I'll have to side with Kelvin.
Yeah, Tangled boys. We are gonna get
Okay, fair.
tangled.
But yeah, I mean, I decided to put this to go through Twitter and make a Twitter poll of like which is the better one, and I also shared it with my group chat. And I've never seen not this group chat like my other friend group chats which are like all movie people. I just had it to two different group chats. I've never seen both group chats so divided in my life. Like everyone's like debating like, oh this one's better. And some people's like that's not even the best song from the respective films. But like everyone's like just split like oh this song is better, this Beauty and the Beast is better, Taxi Light is better. But yeah, so I made a Twitter poll, and it's crazy because it's tied the whole time, almost throughout the whole thing is tied.
Can you
But
show the result
now
now?
there is a result now. It's one vote difference. The poll is still
Oh,
open on Twitter, so if you want to vote for it, I'm putting it in the live chat. If you want to vote for it, go vote for it right now. But right now, I See the Light win by one vote against
oh
Beauty and
yeah,
the Beast.
baby. Oh yeah.
But it's like so super divided. Um,
Damn.
but yeah, it's interesting. It's like those two of the songs. I think they're the best songs in their respect. Well, I think they take place in the best scene in their respective films.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the thing, right?
and like
When
same
Albert put
team.
this Twitter poll thing, I thought that Beauty and the Beast would get more, like, would get a lot more votes because it's one of Disney classics, I guess. And also, I was thinking the nostalgia, not goggles, I guess, headphones. will will kind of like you know sway people to the Beauty and the Beast side. I thought that was gonna happen, and turns out it's like this divided. Kind of surprised me as well. Yeah.
You gotta remember the fact as well that we are all in the same age group, and most of my friends are in
Yeah.
the same age group, as well as people who follow me on Twitter. Most likely are probably around our thing. So like we watch Tangled and like Beauty and the Beast like for the older generation a little bit. Even though I mean it's still people can still watch Beauty and the Beast anytime, but like that's probably nostalgia is probably not as much as you probably think.
That's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I
An
think it's just
interesting
quite
poll.
interesting. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess. That's pretty much it for. Well, before that, if we go to the chat, yeah, everyone seems to be having a tough time choosing as well. Mr. Bluebots here saying Tangled is better film, but Beauty and the Beast has better songs. Katie Lynch is straight up say Beauty and the Beast. Yeah. And Fatma movies. Beauty and the Beast is better, but it's tough. Yeah. It's a tough choice, I guess, between Beauty and the Beast and Tangled. Yeah, but yeah, I'm
If
definitely in the
Wait, we were
Tangled
talking about
side.
the song this whole time, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
song
yeah,
and the
specifically, well, I guess yeah, both of the films are also really good, but like yeah, specifically we're
Yeah,
talking
because
about the
like if we're talking
song.
about the movie in general, then I really have no idea. Because like for example, like I See the Light versus Beauty and the Beast, I think I'll pick I See Light. But like, what's the other one? I Have a Dream. Is that what it's titled?
I have a dream. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah, I have a dream.
Or Be Our Guest. I like Be Our Guest more.
Yeah,
So if
That
you're
is
yeah,
like
asking me
that
as
is
a
like
whole, I can't pick.
like from Tangled, yeah, definitely like I have a dream and I see the light. That's really good. From Beauty and the Beast, the one I really like is Belle, the opening song,
opening is really
and
good.
Be Our Guest. That's the two songs that I really like from it. Not even the one that you mentioned.
Yeah, yeah. I was only comparing the two because again, like it's the romantic ballad. It's like the biggest scene in the film, kind of thing. But yeah,
Yeah,
Belle and When Will My Life Begin sort of like compares to each other because there's both about the main characters and their opening song, and like Be Our Guest and
I have a
I
dream.
Have Dream is sort of similar of like this crazy, fun Oompa Loompa kind of festivities. I don't know why I said Oompa Loompa.
Oompa Loompa.
I don't know, man. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, like Mother Knows Best and Gaston. He's like sort of similar. Now you think about it, it's like
The villain
so much
songs.
similar theme. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's an interesting conversation piece. And yeah, if you're obviously in live chat, chime in. If you're listening, if you're watching this on playback, let us know in the comment section. If you're listening to this on the audio podcast, tweet at us or leave us a review with this mentioning. I don't know. Just let us know what you think about this.
Mm.
So,
The Battle of the Ages. Rapunzel versus Belle. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything we have to cover so far for this episode. So I guess let's plug it out, I suppose. Tago, why don't you plug off?
Okay.
Tago.
You can find me on Instagram at tg23399 and on Twitter at tegidu.
All right, yeah. You guys can find Ariq on Instagram at Ariq Andria and Ricky Do on Letterboxd. Well, let's see his what he thought of the movie that he watched today, this premiere. Again, uh, take your pick: Super Pets or what's the other one? Pangapti Satan 2. Yeah, whatever premiere you watched. Yeah, and now you guys can also find me on Instagram at KY37, Disco Monkey on Letterboxd, and YouTube. Yes. And Albert.
yeah, find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Wiradharma. Been posting a lot more on TikTok. Just random stuff of like Funko Pop unboxing. I don't know. I decided I did one unboxing video about my Kate Bishop one and it blew up. So now every time I buy Funko Pop, I'm just gonna do an unboxing video. Just maybe it blew up. Um, and like I do like theories about like Marvel stuff over there. Also a lot of comedic stuff about like Modoc being a man who got shrinked, but the head doesn't shrink. So all those kind of stuff is on my TikTok. Go check it out. And yeah, Letterboxd and YouTube Jaw movies. All my stuff there. I'm doing a lot more trailer reactions But again, I'm not gonna force myself to watch every trailer and react to every trailer because it's exhausting. And I got other stuff going on. But yeah, just like whenever I feel like it, I'm gonna do trailer reaction. So subscribe. Click if you haven't already. Click the bell notification to get notified for Councilmen stuff as well as that stuff for my channel and Jaw movies. And yeah, for Councilmen Show, find us at Councilmen Show on Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd. You want to see the weekly watchies of Kelvin's 1.5 star reviews of stuff that's on Letterboxd. Check out those films. Twitter and Instagram as well for when we go live and everything. At Councilmen Show, and find us wherever you listen to podcasts on our audio feed, which is The Councilmen, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, wherever you listen to it. Leave us a review, and we will shout you out the next time there is a review that comes in. As well as if you're Apple Podcast International listeners, I keep forgetting this, but scan us a screenshot and email us at councilmenshow@gmail.com, because we are technically an Apple Podcast, an American Apple Podcast platform, and so international reviews are not viewable for us from this side of the, like, from our end. So you gotta screenshot it and send it to us, and we'll shout you out. So that's
Yeah.
all of it.
Extra shout out for that, because more effort. Yeah. More effort. Extra shout out. But yeah, I guess that's about it. So yeah. I guess with that, the councilman has spoken. And we'll see you in the next episode. Halloween week part 3?